Hey everybody, here's another Fitzcast brought to you by Screencastify. Today is going to be part two of taking a look at Google Sheets and how you can use conditional formatting to be able to visually see how your students are progressing and whatever data you're taking on them. So this is a continuation from yesterday. I have everything that I have right over here with my titles of the article, what they got correct, the questions they had, and then the percentages as well. I have not converted the decimals into percentages, and just to save time, I'm going to keep it as is. But let's get to conditional formatting. What I'm going to do is highlight everything that I want to conditionally format. And the purpose of this is so I can see colors. At our district, we talk a lot about visual management, being able to see the progress. And this is something that my kids can do throughout their reading groups and seeing what kind of progress they're making. So with that, I'll right click, go down to conditional formatting, which is right here. And I already have the box up, and I'm going to add a rule. With this rule, I'm going to start at format cells if, and I'm going to say less than or equal to 0.5. And if they are less than or equal to 0.5, then I want to have those cells show up in red. So right here, I can see that this cell is in red because they scored 50% on one of their assessments. Now I can add another rule. So I'll go back over. It's all highlighted right here. Now I want something for in between. So I add a new rule. I'm going to format the cells that if my data is between a range. So I'm going to say 0.51 to 0.749. Everything there is going to be in yellow because they are making some progress, but yet they're not quite at the proficiency mark. And again, you can change whatever is proficient for you. I'll add one more rule, and I'm going to say I'm going to format the cell if the cell is greater than or equal to 0.75. So anything greater than that, the cell is going to show up as green. Click done. These are all my rules over here. And now it will automatically change colors no matter what the case is. So let's say I do another article on Africa. Let's say I get 5 out of 7. You can see down here it turns to yellow because that's what I formatted it to be. And here I'm going to drag down my formula, and here I have my total is 0.714. Let's say I do one more. It's on, let's say, toys, and I got 1 out of 4 correct, which would equal 0.25. Okay, and again, that's going to show up as red, and then I have my total down here. Let's say the next one I did a little bit better, and I'm going to do an article on race cars. Let's say I got 8 out of 9, which if I drag this down, it should have the same effect right here. Oops, not 0.25. Here, I'll just do the formula version. Equals 8 divided by 9. 0.88, that shows up as green. Okay, so this is my overall percentage. So with that, I can also make a graph. So I can highlight what I want. I'm going to go down with title. Okay, and then I'm also going to go with a percentage. So I'm going to hit Control and go right here all the way down. And then over here, I have the insert chart, which I'm going to click on that. And that's going to give me some options. I personally like a line graph because it shows growth each time you take it. And right here, I can see where I'm at. All right, I can change my chart title to whatever I want, but then I'm going to insert it as well. Okay, and with this, The graph can change and it can also be added to the more you add articles over here. So again, this is really strong for the students to see how much progress they're making, and it's also really nice for the teacher to see where their students are at as well. So if you have any other questions on how to do some formatting with your spreadsheets, I'd be more than happy to help you out. Again, I'm learning in this process as well, but I think it can be a very valuable visual management tool to track the reading or any type of data you're taking with your students. Thanks, and until next time.